Good morning and welcome to this video, or good afternoon if you're watching it in the afternoon. My name's Alan Bean and I'm here in network marketing and hopefully going to help you a little bit along the way. So today's question basically is, how do I get more traffic to my blog? How do I do it? And I'm not talking about paid advertising, I'm talking about just getting more traffic there. Anyway, speak to you after the intro. Welcome back. Right, so how do you get more traffic to your blog? It's a question that comes up time and time again. I must admit, when I first got started, that was one of the things that I needed to know. But it's something that you can do without paying out a lot of money. Most people assume that you've got to pay specialist SEO companies to do it. You've got to pay for advertising. Otherwise, your blog just disappears in the mail. That does happen, but if you follow what I'm going to go through with you now, you'll increase people seeing your blog. Simple as that, and it won't cost you money. I will give you a little tip at the end, which will cost you next to no money and can be helpful. Okay, so let's get started. Right, the first thing that you need to do to actually increase traffic to your blog is very, very simple. And that is aim towards a target person. Now, that could be somebody that's your age group. It could be somebody that isn't. It could be somebody who works in a profession that you know about. But think about what you're writing for that person. Okay? What you're saying, what you're doing for that person. Now, if you don't do that, yes, sure, you can write a generic blog that's for network marketing as a whole, and yes, it may well work, but you'll get better response if you have somebody in mind. Okay? Other people will still look at it, don't get me wrong, but you'll focus your mind on what you're producing a lot better. The second thing that you need to be doing is creating content. May sound absolutely stupid to say create content, but then create some more and some more. One of the, well, he actually earns 7 figures a year. One of the leaders that I know about, he actually suggests that you put a blog out 6 days a week, minimum of 5. He says if you're doing 2 or 3 blogs a week, you're going to disappear. And to be honest, if you look at the leaders in blogging, that's what we're all doing. Putting out 5-6 posts a day, a week, so 5 or 6 posts a day would drive you nuts, but 5 or 6 posts a week. Yeah, sure, you can have the odd day where you miss it, but if you aim towards 5 or 6 a week, you will start to join the people that Google look at to put out there without having to pay for them to actually do anything. Okay? The third thing that you need to be doing is creating good content. Right? Now that may seem strange, but anybody can write a blog and it can be absolutely rubbish. But if they put it out 5 or 6 times a day, Google will start to list them. However, you won't get people doing anything with your blog. Okay? I've had a blog, I've just had to rebuild it because of somebody attacked it, but I've had a blog where initially that's what I did. I made sure I put 5 or 6 items out a week and I was getting no comments behind it. Then I started, because I'd been doing it for a while, I was able to actually put in some decent content and suddenly people started coming to me. By putting the decent content in there, thinking a little bit about what you're doing, maybe spending an hour thinking about what you're going to put into it before you start typing it out. If you can, put some pictures in there. Videos work well. I don't necessarily put them in every single one because sometimes people like to read, sometimes the videos take a little bit longer to do. But you can put them in every single one and then it draws a few more people in. Okay? Fourth item, encourage engagement. You'll notice on the bottom of my blog, if you've gone to my current blog, which as I say, I've just had to rebuild, I've put at the bottom, please do comment, share, like. put it on the end of every blog. If you don't, people won't comment. Simple as that. They'll read it and think, oh, that was good. Great, fine. Next thing. This is the thing that's going to get people saying, well, I don't really want to do that. But do it. And that is one of these. Do a Periscope. Do a webinar. Do something that's going to actually get you out there. Do podcasts. A podcast, for the people who aren't 100% certain, it's just basically an audio. Record an audio, then you can publish it through iTunes or whatever, and it's there for people, and then people subscribe to you, and you're getting your name out there again. All these are doing are going to get your name out there. Webinars might actually generate some money if you look at what I'm going to tell you in a minute, but it will get your name out there. You get your name out there, people come to you. Okay? Next thing. You've created your content, you've got some great content out there, but what do you do with it? You need to promote it. So you need a process that you put into place every time you write a blog. So you need to feed it out to your Facebook fan page. And if you haven't got a fan page, get one. I'll talk about that in another video. But you need to get it out to your Facebook fan page. You need to get it out on Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, whatever you've got social media, and the more social media the better. Why? 2 reasons. First of all, people see it. But second of all, there's something called backlinks. If you don't know what a backlink is, basically when Google's searching around trying to find information and websites, etc., it doesn't just look at what you've put on your blog. It looks at how many people are focused back to your blog. Now, if you put your link on Facebook, that's a feed back to your blog. Okay, it's a backlink, a link back to you. Okay, the more backlinks you've got, the easier it is to get higher up in the ratings. And now this comes on to my seventh point, actually, thinking about it, 7th point. This is the one that may cost you a couple of quid, or a few dollars if you like. That's a website called Fiverr, Fiverr. Have a look at it. Fiverr is people who are willing to do something for a fiver. Okay, that could be create artwork for you. It could be check that your blog is working properly. That the SEO, if you don't know what SEO is, it's basically search engine optimization. In other words, so that Google can search it properly. Okay. They also you'll find people offering to do backlinks. I'm not saying that this is essential by any means. There's a gentleman called Ray Higdon, if you've never heard of him. I've had a chat with him, and basically the way he started off was not with backlinks or anything like that. He became popular by what he was saying and the amount of effort he was putting into putting it out each day. Okay, I don't know if he uses backlinks at all, but certainly he's built his by purely putting the information out there on a regular basis, and he's probably top 5, if not number 1 blogger in network marketing. Okay, so basically that's one thing that you need to consider is backlinks, and maybe using Fiverr if you've got $5, which is about £3.75 I think it is at the moment, spending that to get somebody who knows what they're doing to make sure you've got it set up right is well worth your money. Whether or not you pay for backlinks or whatnot, it's questionable. I don't necessarily think it's a brilliant idea. I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea. It's one of those that you've got to decide yourself. Now the final thing, item number 8, which you may or may not find a benefit, I'm going to put at the bottom of the video as well, is I've actually become a member of something which helps me tremendously. And I'm going to mention it to you. Have a look at the link, watch the video and make a decision for yourself. What it does for me, it means that basically I've got a podcast every day that I can listen to, 3 webinars a week that I can listen to, and these are non-company specific, but they teach you. I bet you've been on a webinar before where somebody's promoted this webinar, you've gone on it, they've spent maybe half an hour telling you some very, very basic bits, and then at the end of it, and if you want to know more, buy my $400, $300 product. These webinars don't. Okay, I'll put the link for that down at the bottom as well, because you can go on these webinars without actually becoming a member, but you'll see why people do become members when you watch the video. Anyway, I'll leave that for you to do. The webinars are on Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time, 9 PM in the USA. In the UK, that works out at British Summertime, 2 AM, which is what I'm on at the moment, and I'm sure it'll knock back to 1 AM come winter months, but you'll be able to check that yourself. Anyway, speak to you on the next video. Bye.